I have a lot of admiration for Ray because he dealt with some pretty touchy subjects at times. Because I mean, there was people that tried to cheat in B.A.S.S. I mean, it's human nature. You know, some people they're cheaters.
He has won over $585,000 in his brief career, 108 tournaments to his credit.
There will be no cheating on any level. I don't care who you are, where you come from, you're out of here.
One of the greatest things Ray ever did, in my opinion, in the whole big creation of the sport was it was no nonsense. He knew early on that you just couldn't have the doubt or the thought of, oh, those guys are cheating to win those tournaments.
I'd had bosses before, but this man was the boss of it all. Historically, and again, go back in time, fishing was mostly considered to be luck. Even the IRS had us listed in the gambling section on how to tax you. You know, when they decided what was a sport and what was gambling, it was based on the amount of skill. If it took more skill than luck, then it went into sports category. If it took more luck than skill, then it went into gambling. And we were in the gambling category because it was considered, we knew at the club level, but we were a minority that fishing took a little more than luck.
He was honest, straightforward, didn't pull any punches. You didn't have to know where he stood on any issue. He would tell you right to your face. And he did not play favorites. You felt like you were going to get an honest shake with Ray every day.
It was a total incident that was a mistake on everybody's part, but it was the perfect storm. They came up and they were at Watch Bar, and Bobby needed to weigh a fish, measure a fish, and Billy had a measuring board that they had hollowed out and made the first, as far as I know, I don't know that for a fact, but I think it was really the first Billy board anybody ever made, and it was out of wood, and Billy kept it in his live well. So Bobby needed to use it for a minute, and they threw it to Bobby. It looked like a fish to some people. And it was wet because it had been in live well. Water came off. And Bobby grabbed it and he threw it in his live well. And then he started measuring his fish. And so people thought from a distance that Billy had given Bobby a fish. And so immediately the rumor mill started, oh, that's some cheating going on, those boys. And so Ray vapor locked, and I say that with deep respect because a rule violation to Ray was treason. It was way, way bigger than most people would view a rule violation. I raced NASCAR for a while. My boys raced NASCAR and we were involved. A rule violation is just something that is an infraction that you almost got away with. If you would have, it'd have been cool. No, not with Ray. A rule infraction was absolutely treason worthy unto death. His credibility and the credibility of B.A.S.S. rode on iron fist, ironclad rules that were completely level. It didn't matter if you were Roland Martin or Bill Dance or Bobby Murray or the first time you ever fished a tournament. You're just as important, and your credibility and his credibility lies on making sure that it's fair for Roland and it's fair for the first timer. And so to have anybody do any kind of cheating was treason. So that whole thing just got blown out of proportion, and Ray wanted them kicked out forever. And of course they went down to Montgomery, and they had enough witnesses and the polygraph test, and it was all ironed out. And the fact was it was a measuring board. And so there was no rule violation, and everything was good to go, and it all became healed. So it was good. But that shows Ray. Ray did not and would not tolerate any kind of monkey business. Now, he wasn't going to go for that. So it was important to him.
There was people that tried to cheat in B.A.S.S. I mean, but it's human nature. You know, some people they're cheaters. They just if they're playing canasta, they're gonna cheat, you know. But he was strong enough in his beliefs that most people wanted an honest shake, and that he gave everybody the chance to compete on the same level playing field. As any new sport takes off, like in golf or automobile racing or something, it just continues to grow if the public takes hold of it and follows it. So we were true pioneers, there's no doubt about it.